Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. How are you everyone? How was your day today? Alhamdulillah. Let's start with mega goal 2. We have the intro, you've got mail, wishful thinking, complaints and complaints. I wonder what happened if it hadn't happened. Where are we today? Inshallah, we are here. We are in the intro. Look at the picture here first. What can you see? What can you see in the picture? A little girl, yes. What is she doing? Is she sleeping? No, she isn't. What is she doing? She's thinking, yes. Or imagining. What is she thinking about? Look at the picture. Yes, she's imagining that she is swimming. Great. Now, is it real that she's swimming now? No, it is not real. So she's imagining, she's thinking about going swimming. So is it reality? No, it is not. It is imagination. Sometimes we imagine things, they may become true or they may not. Fiction and reality. What is the opposite of reality? The opposite is fiction or imagination. Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about lots of things and we'll decide if they are fiction or reality. Sometimes when you read about something or you hear about something, you think it's not true. But when it comes to reality, it is true. Today, inshallah, we're going to listen for specific information. We're going to listen to 5 texts. Then we're going to learn how to express opinion and give reasons for that, for expressing your opinion. Let's get started with the first one here. Listen, then match each text with the correct heading. We have 5 headings here. 3D printing, the first heading. The autonomous car. The whistling rain frog. Tasty wrappers. Simulators. Yes, so here we have 5 headings. Listen to each text. Then, number 1, choose the correct heading for each text. So first listen, then choose the heading. Do you see the headings here? You have them in page 2 in your book. Okay, this is the first one, the first text. Listen and choose the correct heading.
A busy road. You notice a car without a driver. You blink to clear your eyes, and wonder whether you're losing your mind. It's the driverless car, a robotic vehicle that can travel to a predetermined destination without human intervention. All you would need to do is sit in the car and enjoy the ride. Would you do it? Would you travel in a driverless car? Is it science fiction or reality?
One, the correct title, the autonomous car. Excellent. So what is the text talking about? Yes, it's talking about a car. What's special about this car? Driverless car. There is no driver in this car. Okay, now listen again. Listen for the second time and answer this question. What is a driverless car? What is a driverless car? Listen again and answer this question. Are you ready?
As you drive along a busy road, you notice a car without a driver. You blink to clear your eyes, and wonder whether you're losing your mind. It's the driverless car, a robotic vehicle that can travel to a predetermined destination without human intervention. All you would need to do is sit in the car and enjoy the ride. Would you do it? Would you travel in a driverless car? Is it science fiction or reality?
The answer for the question, what is a driverless car from the text? Right, excellent. So here, it is a robotic vehicle that can travel to a predetermined destination without human intervention. Excellent. This is a driverless car. What about you? What would you do? Would you ride in a driverless car? Would you do it? Would you do it? Would you travel in a driverless car? Do you think this is science or fiction? What do you think? Can we see driverless car these days? Right, excellent, we have them. We have them in some countries, driverless cars. Look at the highlighted words. A busy road. What does it mean, a busy road? Excellent. Many cars, crowded road. You blink to clear your eyes. When you saw something, you see something and you think it's not true, what do you do with your eyes? You blink, right? You open and close your eyes quickly. You blink to clear your eye and wonder whether you're losing your mind. Wonder, you think about that. the driverless car. Predetermined destination, it means, yes, decided before. You know where you are going. You tell the car the location, your destination, and then you move. Wonderful. This is the first text. Let's move to the second text here. What do you think the text is going to be about? From the picture, maybe it is about an animal. We'll see. Listen and choose the correct heading. Number 1, choose the correct heading from the previous one. Are you ready?
You are spending the night in the desert. Everyone else is sound asleep, but you are still awake, enjoying the starlit sky. It's cold but peaceful night. None of the usual city sounds echo in the background. So you snuggle in your sleeping bag and close your eyes. All of a sudden you are startled by a high-pitched sound. Someone or something is whistling. You sit up, look around but don't see anyone. Then you hear the sound again, along with a soft patter of something landing in the sand. What do you think it is? Is it a dream or reality?
Okay, so what did you choose? What is the correct heading for this text? What do you think the correct heading is? It's talking about a picnic in the desert. You're hearing sounds, right? And then you discover what is this sound. So what is the correct heading? It is, yes, the whistling rain frog. It is talking about a frog, which the sound of the frog is like what? Like a whistling. Excellent. So here this talks about a big picnic in the desert. You are about to sleep and then you hear sounds and you start thinking about this sound. Now listen again and try to find the answer for this question. What did the writer hear? What did he hear when he was about to sleep? He was trying to sleep and he hears something. What did he hear exactly? Listen again and find the answer.
You are spending the night in the desert. Everyone else is sound asleep, but you are still awake, enjoying the starlit sky. It's cold but peaceful night. None of the usual city sounds echo in the background. So you snuggle in your sleeping bag and close your eyes. All of a sudden you are startled by a high-pitched sound. Someone or something is whistling. You sit up, look around but don't see anyone. Then you hear the sound again, along with a soft patter of something landing in the sand. What do you think it is? Is it a dream or reality?
Yes, so after you hear the sound, what do you start thinking of? Yes, you started to think, is this a dream or is it reality? Is it reality, I'm hearing things, or it's really, there is a sound there? So what did he hear? Yes, bravo. A high-pitched sound, someone or something is whistling. Here he heard a whistling sound. And what was it? It turned to be reality. It was a what? It was a frog, right? It is reality, it was a frog. Okay, you have here sound asleep. Yes, they're sleeping. Then you have starlit sky. What do you think it means? Starlit sky. Full of stars, right? A sky which is full of stars. Okay, startled by a high-pitched. Yes, excellent. You're surprised by a sound. Suddenly you hear the sound, so you're startled, you're surprised with this sound. What would you do if you were there? Are you going to be scared? Or you start thinking about it? You think it's going to be a dream? Or you will wake up and look for it? Okay, so it is reality, a frog that produces a sound which is like a whistling. Yes, wonderful. Let's have some practice before we move forward with the other text. Match the word from the first column with the meaning, the second column. We have here sound asleep, predetermined, startled, patter, and starlit. On the other side, you have surprised, sleep deeply, decided before, lit by stars, and click. Are you ready? Okay, the first one, what does it mean? Sound asleep. What do you think? Yes, excellent. Sleep deeply. The car is sent to a predetermined destination. Right, decided before. Yes, excellent. Surprised. Patter. Now you know starlit. Yes, patter, click. You hear a patter sound, it means a click sound. Starlit, lit by stars. Wonderful. Let's move to the text. The following one here, the same. You're going to listen and then first, number one, choose the correct heading for this text. Look at the picture, it may help guide you. Are you ready?
You walk into a food store to buy some yogurt and cheese. You notice that the packaging is different from what you are used to. It's very attractive with bright wrapping. A customer has just bought some frozen yogurt in a biodegradable bag. He takes out one of the round, pearl-like shapes and bites into it as you're about to warn him not to eat the wrapping. He seems to be enjoying it. He then uses a small spoon to dip into the shell, eat the rest of the contents as well as the wrapper. Is the wrapping edible, or does the customer suffer from a condition that urges him to eat things that would normally be considered inedible? What do you think? Is it science fiction or reality?
Okay, what is this text about? It is about, yes, a person who was shopping in a food store, supermarket, yes. And then, yes, he saw a person. What was he doing? He was eating the frozen yogurt. So what's the problem? Right? He was eating the wrap with the frozen yogurt. So what heading did you choose? Yes, tasty wrappers, right? Tasty wrappers. Now, this time again, you're going to listen to answer the question, what did the customer eat? What was surprising about this? Why was he astonished? What happened? What did the customer eat? Are you ready? Listen again.
You walk into a food store to buy some yogurt and cheese. You notice that the packaging is different from what you are used to. It's very attractive with bright wrapping. A customer has just bought some frozen yogurt in a biodegradable bag. He takes out one of the round, pearl-like shapes and bites into it as you're about to warn him not to eat the wrapping. He seems to be enjoying it. He then uses a small spoon to dip into the shell, eat the rest of the contents as well as the wrapper. Is the wrapping edible, or does the customer suffer from a condition that urges him to eat things that would normally be considered inedible? What do you think? Is it science fiction or reality?
Right? So, what did the customer eat which was strange? Excellent. Yes, he ate the wrapper. He ate the wrapping. Not only the frozen yogurt, he ate the frozen yogurt with the wrapping, with the attractive wrapping. Look at the highlight, the words in blue. Package, packing, yes, the packing, the covering, the boxing, the wrapping of the thing. Attractive, it catch your eye, yes, catching the eye. Colorful, looks beautiful, different kind of wrapping. With bright wrapping, yes, if you have a gift, what do you do with the gift? You wrap the gift before you send it to anyone. The chocolate has a wrapping, the ice cream has a wrapping. Biodegradable bag. If you are shopping in a supermarket, usually use a bag to put your things in. A biodegradable bag is a what? Yes, is a bag which is safe to the environment, yes. It doesn't harm the environment. Edible, yes, you can eat it. Do you think the wrapping was edible? Or the customer has a kind of a disease or doing something wrong? Do you think this is science fiction or reality? Right, it is reality. Now, it is technology. We have wrapping that you can eat, that they are edible. You can eat them. The following text here. Look at the picture. What do you think it's about? Game, PlayStation, we'll see. Read, listen, and follow, then choose the correct heading again. Ready?
They are very real and highly popular in entertainment, but they are also used in education. They are used by many colleges and institutions for educational purposes. Many businesses and industries use them to train their employees and executives. They are used for military strategy and flight training. Astronauts train on them for a long time before they participate in real missions. Can you guess what they are? What is your opinion about them?
Right, so what is the text is talking about? A kind of technology, right? What is it? Now we're left with two headings. Which one did you choose for this one? I think that kind of technology that they use to train others, yes, and sometimes you use while playing, right? You can use it while you are playing. It's called what? Simulators, right? Simulators. What is simulators? The technology of simulators, right? It's pretending that you are doing the same thing in reality, but actually you're not doing it. When you are playing games, you can have them. When you are training people, you can have them. Let's see this question here. What does it say? What are simulators used for? Besides using them in games, what do we use them for? Are you ready? Listen again. You have some uses in the text. Find them. You can underline them.
They are very real and highly popular in entertainment, but they are also used in education. They are used by many colleges and institutions for educational purposes. Many businesses and industries use them to train their employees and executives. They are used for military strategy and flight training. Astronauts train on them for a long time before they participate in real missions. Can you guess what they are? What is your opinion about them?
Okay, wonderful. So beside entertainment, what do we use simulators for? Yes, we use them in, right? We use them in educational purposes, like many business and industries use them to train their employees and executives. So for education, also use them for military, yes, purposes. And astronauts are trained by using them. So why do we use simulators when we are training people for what? For dangerous missions, right? We can't put them in the dangerous mission, so we use simulators. Or, like astronauts, can you send them directly to space without training? No. So we put them in the, like the reality, like the real situation, and train them. So do you think simulators are useful? Definitely they are, yes. Have you tried simulators while playing games in entertainment? Wonderful. So here, guess what they are. We guessed them. What is your opinion about them? What do you think about them? They're useful? Yes, and they are. Do you enjoy using them in entertainment? Right, yes, we enjoy using them in entertainment. Look at the highlighted words. Astronauts, you know them, people who went to space, yes. And then military, connected with soldiers. Employees, people working in an organization. And executives, also the supervisors. The last text we have here, what do you think it's about? Do you see the picture? Do you think it's about transportation? Okay, you listen and follow, then attach the last heading. Ready?
Before the days of the computer-aided design, CAD, and lasers, models and prototypes required days or even weeks of hard work to make and were very costly. Improvements and modifications could not be incorporated easily, often resulting in the loss of business. An 80s idea, called rapid prototyping, led to the development of a type of machine, similar to an inkjet printer, that made it possible for designers to make their own rapid prototypes. The machine uses plastic, instead of ink or powder, and builds up a model one layer at a time from the bottom upward. Do you know what this type of machine is called? Is it science fiction or reality?
Okay, so the text is talking about a machine, right? What kind of machine is this? Is it a normal photocopier? No, it is what? Right, it is a 3D printing. It's talking about 3D printing. What is 3D printing? Do you know what is 3D printing? 3D, yes, so a printer that prints things in a 3D shape. Wonderful. It's not like normal printing. So here, what does 3D printer, how does 3D printer work? How does it work? We know that it produces 3D object. How does it work? Listen again for the last time and underline how does it work.
Before the days of the computer-aided design, CAD, and lasers, models and prototypes required days or even weeks of hard work to make and were very costly. Improvements and modifications could not be incorporated easily, often resulting in the loss of business. An 80s idea, called rapid prototyping, led to the development of a type of machine, similar to an inkjet printer, that made it possible for designers to make their own rapid prototypes. The machine uses plastic, instead of ink or powder, and builds up a model one layer at a time from the bottom upward. Do you know what this type of machine is called? Is it science fiction or reality?
Yes, so this machine produces a 3D object, right? So why do we have it? Because it takes a long time for them to produce what models, prototypes, copies of things, and to see them, how would they look in reality. But the 3D printing saves time, yes. What does it use? How does it work? Does it use ink, like the inkjet printer, paper? Let's see. So how does a 3D printer work? Yes, the machine uses plastic instead of ink or powder and builds up a model one layer at a time from the bottom upward. So it uses plastic instead of ink and powder and build the model in layers. Okay, do you know what this is? Yes, it is a 3D printer. And do you think it's science or fiction? Is it reality? Yes, definitely it's reality. And I'm sure you've seen a 3D objects before. Okay, let's hear. Practice. Now this time you have 3 pictures and 3 words. Match each picture with the correct word. Bite, wrapping, astronaut. Which is which? Yes, I know it's easy. Bite, right? Wrapping, look at the girl, she's wrapping a gift. And astronaut, yes, went into space. Now we notice while we're reading the text, 2 questions at the end of each text. What does the questions ask you? What do you think? Is it reality? Is it fiction? So they're asking you about what? Right, they're asking you about your opinion. And when you say your opinion, you have to say, express and give reason. Why do you say that? Look at the first example when we were talking about 3D printing. So according to this, you could print out any object on a 3D printer. Is this a fact? Now, how do you express your opinion? Maybe you agree you've seen a 3D printing before, or you don't believe it. So what would you say? Express your opinion, giving reason. You can say, I'm not sure how useful this type of thing would be. You're not sure. I'm not sure about it. I've never seen it before, and I'm not sure about it. Or you can say, they are certainly useful, but they cannot replace the real thing. You think that they're useful. You see them, you see the object, how it would look in reality, but definitely they cannot replace the real thing. So here you're showing your opinion, you're expressing your opinion and giving reason for that. Another example here, when we're talking about eatable wrapping, yes. I can't see myself crunching on a wrapper. Can you? So my opinion, no, I don't think. Even if it is eatable, I'm not going to eat it. So what do I say? I can't see myself crunching on a wrapper. Can you? What about you? What is your opinion? Would you try it or not? Express your opinion. You can say, I think it's a great idea. Why do you think it's a great idea? You have to give me the reason for your opinion. If wrappers were eatable, there would be less waste and litter. This is my opinion. We won't have garbage and rubbish and litter. You're going to eat the ice cream, the frozen yogurt, the chocolate, and eat the wrapping with it. So you're not going to have waste and litter. This is my opinion. So I think it's a great idea, and I give the reason. So always when you express your opinion, give the reason for this. Now it's your turn. Give me your opinion. What do you think of simulators? What do you think of them? Do you think they're a good idea? They're not? And give me a reason. Simulators, do you see the picture? What do you think of them? You can say, they are certainly useful, but they cannot replace the real things, can they? I think they're useful, yes, because they're training people in dangerous situation or impossible situation that they can be in, but they can't replace, right? Are they going to be exactly like the real situation? No, but at least they will help people. This is one opinion. Another opinion, what did he say? I think they can, to some extent, or they wouldn't be used for pilot training. Now, this is another opinion. I think they replace, yes, they can be exactly like the real situation. That's why they're using in pilot training or astronaut training, they're using them. So when you are expressing your opinion, what can you use? You can use phrases like these. It could be real because so and so, you need to give your reason. I think it's a great idea, and continue if you have things more to add. I can't see myself doing so and so or using such things. It is a fact that, and give the reason. So always when you are expressing your opinion, try to give the reason, whether you agree or you don't agree with the thing, whether you believe it or you don't believe it. Your homework, search about new ideas in the internet, new things, share them with your family and express your opinion about them. Search for new ideas, new inventions, new thoughts, and share them with your family, expressing your opinion. Are you with or against them? Do you believe in them or not? That's all for today. See you next class. Remember to express your opinion and giving reason for your opinion.